Great Depression stands as the most severe economic collapse in modern history. In just a few short years, people went from enjoying jazz parties and growing wealth during the roaring 20s to losing their savings and waiting in long breaths. This crisis was not limited to America. Its effects spread worldwide and eventually contributed to the outbreak of World War II. So, how did it all begin? In 1918, World War I had ended and American soldiers were returning home. During the war, women had entered the workforce in large numbers. And with men coming back, the economy experienced a powerful post-war surge. This period of growth, mixed with major social change, became known as the Roaring Twenties. In Detroit, Henry Ford transformed transportation with the Model T by introducing the moving assembly line. His company reduced the car's price from $780 in 1910 to just $290 by 1924. By 1927, the 15 millionth Model T had rolled off the line. And suddenly, cars were affordable for ordinary families. Other companies copied this production system, creating radios, washing machines, and vacuum cleaners at massive scale. With aggressive advertising and the rise of radio, consumer culture exploded. Banks began offering easy loans, letting people buy products with money they hadn't earned yet. Optimism filled the air. Prohibition existed, but it hardly slowed the parties. Wall Street became glamorous between 1921 and 1929. The stock market grew 6 times over. As people heard stories of easy profits, they rushed to invest. Some even borrowed money to buy stocks, pushing prices higher and higher. When everyone believes a stock can only go up, it's usually a warning sign. Yet, beneath the excitement, trouble was brewing. By the mid-1920s, demand for goods had slowed. Especially overseas, Europe was still recovering from the war, and global trade was weakening. Still, Americans remained confident. Then disaster struck. On October 24, 1929, Black Thursday, panic selling hit Wall Street. Nearly 13 million shares were dumped in one day. 5 days later, Black Tuesday followed, with over 16 million shares sold and prices collapsing. Within 2 weeks, a third of the market's value had vanished. The crash did not cause the Great Depression by itself. The real problem was the banking system. Many banks had made risky loans and invested heavily in the stock market. When prices fell, banks collapsed. There was no deposit insurance, so people lost everything. Fear spread fast. Rumors caused massive bank runs, even at healthy banks. In New York, a false story led crowds to withdraw millions from the Bank of the United States in a single day. It soon shut down, wiping out a third of the city's lost deposits. As banks failed, the money supply dropped by 31% from 1929 to 1933. Deflation made money more valuable, but spending harder. Wages fell, businesses shut down, and debt became unbearable. The Federal Reserve failed to intervene, making the situation far worse. President Herbert Hoover struggled to respond. In 1930, he signed the Smoot-Hawley Tariff, raising taxes on imports. Other countries retaliated, and global trade collapsed by 66% by 1934. The Depression dragged on for more than a decade. The Dow Jones fell 90%. Over 9,000 banks failed. Unemployment peaked at nearly 25%. Then came the Dust Bowl, massive storms that destroyed farmland and forced millions into poverty. In 1932, Franklin D. Roosevelt was elected. His New Deal created jobs, introduced minimum wage, unemployment insurance, Social Security, bank deposit insurance, and the Securities and Exchange Commission. These reforms restored trust, but recovery was slow. It wasn't until World War II began in 1939 that the economy truly revived. Massive government spending finally pulled the nation out of depression. The lesson is clear. Uncontrolled greed, weak banking systems, and blind optimism always end the same way, with collapse. History reminds us that stability, regulation, and smart intervention are essential to protect the future.